Imagine this serene landscape, but without cows. What if, overnight, cows disappeared from the earth? No more mooing, no more grazing, and no more milk, cheese, or steaks. How this scenario would impact not just our food, but also the global economy, and in the process, learn some key economic concepts along the way. First, let's talk about supply and demand. In economics, supply is how much of a product is available, and demand is how much people want it. Without cows, the supply of dairy and beef would instantly drop to zero. But demand? That stays the same, or even increases as people panic. With no supply, prices for these products would skyrocket, a phenomenon called price inflation. A gallon of milk might suddenly cost as much as a luxury item. The disappearance of cows wouldn't just affect farmers. It would ripple through industries like food processing, restaurants, leather manufacturing, and even fertilizer production. This highlights economic interdependence, the idea that industries rely on one another to function. Without cows, millions of jobs linked to these industries would vanish, leading to a potential global economic crisis. Here's where the concept of substitute goods comes into play. Substitute goods are products that can replace each other. For example, plant-based alternatives like almond milk or lab-grown meat could step in to fill the void. But these alternatives would face their own challenges, like scaling up production and winning consumer trust. Plus, they'd still struggle to meet the massive global demand left behind by cows. Without cows, vast stretches of land used for grazing and growing animal feed would need to be repurposed. This brings us to opportunity cost, the benefit you give up when you choose one option over another. Farmers might switch to growing crops for human consumption or renewable energy, but this shift would take years and require significant investment. Countries like the US, Brazil, and India, which rely heavily on cow-based exports, would face severe trade deficits. This highlights the concept of a comparative advantage, when a country produces a good more efficiently than others. Losing cows would strip these nations of a major economic edge, disrupting global trade dynamics. So, what if cows disappeared from Earth? It would shake up industries, economies, and even our daily lives. But it also teaches us about key economic principles: supply and demand, interdependence, substitute goods, opportunity cost, and comparative advantage. The world might adapt, but it would take time, innovation, and resilience. Let's hope we never have to find out.